Hi guys, so it is Thursday, July 30th. I'm sitting in my office right now, which is also the piano room / guest bedroom. Anyways, last night I was laying in bed and it took me forever to fall asleep. You know when your brain is just like going and going, you're thinking of like all your to-do list, you're thinking of like just random stuff. I'm reading this book or listening to this book, Fair Play. And it's really interesting and I recommend it to everyone. I think I'm going to talk about it eventually. But I've been listening to that book and it's really been having me think about things, and I've been really struggling with my new identity now that I'm a mom, because while being a mom is great, it's always something I wanted to do and I'm very grateful that I get this experience. I'm not the sort of person that wants to become mom. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. Like, I don't want my only identity to be Theo's mom, Michael's wife. Like, I still want my own identity outside of that. You know, I have femhead, which I'm very grateful for. I'm grateful that allows me to work from home and all that. But I've been struggling lately. I've had a couple like breakdowns and stuff. Like, it's just been hard lately, especially with coronavirus and, you know, socially distancing and not being able to go about life as normal. And I know people are struggling with all sorts of things, and this is not to diminish that. I know people have it way worse than me, but I've just been, struggling with my new identity, trying to balance it all, trying to do it all. And I just had a breakdown during Theo's nap this past weekend. Like, I'm not having fun. Life is not fulfilling for me right now, and it just got me really down on myself, because I always thought life as a mom would be so fulfilling, that I would be this wonderful mom, this fun wife, have this fulfilling career, and that's not how it's going. Okay, there's like three main things right now: being a mom, taking care of the house, and working. And I feel like I can only do like 1.5 of those things decently, and so obviously I'm going to choose to be a good mom. Like, that is something that I value. My mom was a great mom and I look back at our time with her so fondly. And then I can't concentrate and my brain isn't in a good place and able to focus when there's clutter and mess. And so this half a thing that I try to do well is to try to keep the house like organized and tidy and running smoothly, because like the house is a disaster. I can't even focus on work. So then work falls to the wayside all the time. I am so grateful that I work for myself, that I work from home, that I can take care of Theo. I get so bummed out about that I don't get to spend more time on work. All of this is to say, like, how can I start putting more of a focus back on like the identity of the Victoria I want to be? I just want more fire and spark and inspiration when it comes to work. I want more time to put towards that. Like, I want to wake up feeling invigorated for the work I get to do. I have not been feeling like that. I've been struggling to make content. I've been struggling to feel inspired about like what I want to talk about, what I want to create. That's a bummer. So one thing I was thinking about in like all of this last night was this room. Well, this is our guest bedroom. We've always had a second bedroom. It's really nice when you have people come over to like give them a bed and everything. But with coronavirus, we have not, since living in our house, we've had 2 people stay here. One of Michael's friends and my younger brother. We're not gonna have anyone stay over for like who knows when. Like, it's gonna be a long time. We don't feel comfortable with going to other people's houses. We don't feel comfortable with people coming into our house. Like, if we do socially interact with people, it's always outside. It's in the backyard, it's in the front yard, it's on walks. What is the point of this bed? It has become a catch-all, and it's just like, it's not any use. And like, I don't want to get rid of it completely, because down the road in the future, like, it's nice to have a second bed, but we don't need it right now. So I'm like, why not take the bed apart, store it in the basement, because now we have this beautiful house and we have all this storage, and make this into my office. Like, give more space to create, because I have been like, when we first moved here, like, I had been filming in the living room and then I'd been filming in the bedroom, because it's just not the greatest setup to film in here. You can't get the right angles, there's not the right space, the lighting. There is 2 windows, you can see this one, and then there's another one that my desk sits up against. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it, let's take the bed down, Victoria. Let's remove the point of like clutter and collection and let's make a space where you can have your desk where you can work, and you can also have a little corner where you can film videos, and that will just make it so much easier to just flip on the camera, flip on the lights, and film. And so that's what I want to do. I don't know what I'm going to do with this corner yet. We have our old couch from our apartment that's in Michael's office right now, and I think it's too big to fit in here. I would love like a little love seat, like maybe like a gallery wall, a plant, like nothing super extravagant, but just like something, because it's when we first moved my desk here and the bed there, it felt good, and I was like, oh, this feels like a warm, inviting space, like I want to get work done in here, but it's not that. So I want to just like, because when I come to my office, I see this bed that just always has stuff on it. The closet in here doesn't have a door on it, and it's just open, and like I moved all the stuff from our spare bedroom from like Femhead in there, and like I just want to clear it out. Like I don't use anything from there. Like I have my light and my camera and stuff in there sometimes, but like that can all go in the basement. I just want to like make this room as like open and conducive to my brain as possible, because like having just clutter in your peripherals, it messes with my, there are other things I need to do today that are probably more important than that, but I think my one goal today might be to clear off the bed and maybe start moving some of it down to the basement. That's my like initial check-in of like where I'm at, why I want to do this. And I know it's probably like frivolous and silly, but like I need it. I need something, because I have been struggling lately just with when coronavirus started here in the US and became a thing back in March. We thought, like, we made our predictions of like how it would go, what would happen, when things would be back to normal. And like, you know, I predicted that kids wouldn't go back to school in the spring. I think we said that things would start going back to normal at the end of May. But like, honestly, I don't see an end point yet, because we're just sucking here in the US. I don't know why people can't just take it seriously, why people can't wear a mask. And I know some people are like, YOLO, you're gonna die somehow. If I get it, I'm, you know, probably won't die because I'm young and healthy, but I'm not taking my chances. I'm good. We're gonna sit this one out. None of us want to get coronavirus. But anyways, yeah, I've been struggling with the isolation, like, because I struggled with like social isolation as it was. It was a bit different when we lived downtown before Theo got here, and I could just like bike to a coffee shop, and like just being around other people gave me energy and made me like, okay, like, you know, I'd have a conversation with the barista, or like, you know, just being able to socially interact with other people. But like ever since we moved out to the house, we only have the one car. We're looking at getting a second car. We meant to get one before Theo got here, but we didn't. And like through coronavirus, it's kind of been okay that we haven't had two cars. Financial uncertainty and like not knowing when this is going to end, and not getting enough social interaction was already an issue, like working by myself, for myself at home. And this has just like amplified it to the max, especially with coronavirus, because like I can't take Theo in anywhere. I can go into a store real quick with a mask and pick stuff up, but like I'm not going to expose him, because he doesn't know what coronavirus is. He doesn't know what a mask is. Like he pulls ours off of our face, and so that really limits what I can do during the day while Michael's gone, because obviously he's the other parent, and if I want to go like do something that I can't do with Theo, someone has to be watching Theo. So I'm gonna stop blabbing, because like I only have so much time before this little sucker wakes up. This is what the bed looks like and always looks like it's just a catch-all for stuff. So I'm gonna work on decluttering this right now, and then I'm going to start taking the bedding and stuff downstairs. So I'll be back once I do that. The bed is cleared off. So now I'm going to take all the pillows off and try to get the mattress and it taken apart and all downstairs. In the corner, it's clean, it's vacuumed, all the stuff is downstairs. It's not put away yet, but that's where it's at there. I have these blue curtains in here, and they're nice because they're blackout curtains, but once again, no one's gonna be staying here anytime soon. We have these, and these used to be white curtains, and honestly, I think I'm gonna change it back to that because I'm always trying to get more light into this room, not less. So I think I'm gonna switch these with white ones. I don't know what I want here. Maybe just like a chair and a plant, and then like a gallery wall or a photo or something or two. Maybe some lights. But I want this to be like my filming corner, I think, because then there's plenty of space right here to put up lights. My desk is kind of a disaster right now. It just gets really dark over here, but I like where it is because I can look out this window. Another great thing is these curtain rods are quite long and they have them high to the ceiling. So I think I'm going to just get it so the curtains are all only on like the very outside of the windows. I want it to be so just like first one covers that guy, right? Remember when I said they were from Theo's room? I was right. Damn it. Okay, I think I found the rest of the curtains that are probably supposed to go in here. And I think the ones I used originally were from Theo's room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so these are the ones that are supposed to go in here. And these are from Theo's room. So I want to keep them separate. So let's go get the steamer upstairs. I gotta put on some music because it's gonna take a while. Okay, I don't know how I can see it, but this is the before ironing, and this is the after. I think it's noticeable. All right, the curtains are up and steamed, and I think it just looks light and airy in here. And it's gotten dark because it's storming. I want to put a rug in here, but I was like, you know what, I have a rug, so maybe that will work. And then I can decide whether I want a rug or not. So this is the rug from our apartment living room. So we're gonna try that first. But it has not been a long while. Can I see this? I'm not crazy about like the dirty white color it is, but it will be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna move this around, vacuum it off, and see how it goes. Happy Friday. I am currently in my office, I suppose, and I just want to show you where it ended from yesterday. So I put this rug in here because I wanted to play around, like, did I actually want a rug before I bought one? And this one is the old one from our apartment. And I really like having a rug in here, and even Michael came home and he's like, I like this. I like how open it is. I like that there's a rug in here. So I think I'm gonna try to keep it pretty open, and then hopefully, like, you can see there's some toys for Theo over there, because I would love to get to a point where he can play with his toys and entertain himself while I get work done. So it's not just his one nap I have, especially since like in a couple months he's gonna go down to just one nap, and that should be a longer nap, but I need to start finding other ways. But anyways, so this room is on like the northeast side of the house. Yes, northeast side of the house, and so it gets the least amount of light. Like, it's definitely not as bright as like our bedroom, the living room, that sort of stuff that's on the south side. It's just dark in here, which is fine. This light I can turn on when I'm just working here, but to film I needed some lights. I have these soft boxes from like years ago, and I just never use them because at our apartment we had these big beautiful windows that were great natural light. And then when we moved here, I would just like film in my bedroom or the living room. But I want to just like have a place where I don't have to like haul my stuff to film, and it's just like a much easier bam bam, and like I can just keep these in here ready to go. All right, I have decided that I'm going to hang my Des Moines map from Mapiful on this wall, somewhere around here on each side. I need to find the center point or wherever looks good. And then I'm gonna make a gallery wall on here with like prints, because I was trying to do it on the computer with this included in the gallery wall and it just didn't look how I wanted. But I want this, I think probably around here. So all our like tools are out in the shed and it's raining, so I don't want to go out there. So we're gonna use the end of a screwdriver to hammer it in. We have these like picture hanging kits from IKEA, so I just got a little nail and a hook, because that's what I did upstairs with Theo's. So we're gonna measure the center of the wall. Go from this curtain. I'm gonna measure from this curtain, not from the window, because then this is the space I'm working with. So 42, so 21. So I really like these magnetic ones. No, this might have to wait till Theo is asleep because he's not cooperating with me very well. And it just, so even with a baby screaming at your ankles, you can do this. You too can have a beautiful map. Okay, I need a hammer. Hammer. The moment of truth. I just love how minimal and simple this looks. And I feel like it fits this space very well. This will hopefully be like a gallery wall, and then that just will look really nice as a background. Well, I want this to become a film corner eventually, a week or two before I get around to like making this gallery wall. So I like the background of my desk better for filming. These two drawers just need to be decluttered real quick. The top of it's pretty clean at the moment, but I'm just gonna kind of straighten that up. Theo's play corner. Alright, so I started filming this video in July. It is September 9th, I think, right now. I was like super gung-ho about it for about a week, and then it kind of fell off and I didn't get to do all the things that I wanted to do in here. But that's how it works. In reality, when people do like makeovers or refreshes, like there's never like an end point where you're like, this is perfect. Like this could go on and on and on and will, but I want to make this video for you guys. So we're gonna give you the current situation rundown of the room. So as you walk in, you see my desk. It's my little corner of like peace and happiness. We put this rug in here. That's been great. I love this rug. I love having a rug in here, I should say. My desk, it's been pretty much the same since I got this desk. I have an old map of Des Moines, downtown Des Moines. This is where we used to live. My felt letterboard, this globe, and you can just put little pins in all the places that you have been. Salt candle holder, salt lamp, the iMac, which I have propped up on a medical nutrition book, just so it's slightly higher because I noticed I needed that. And then coffee monitor, those usual. What I've done, so I don't have to keep taking these up and down, we have this nice little baby gate. He hasn't realized that he can just literally go like this and get into stuff, but we'll deal with that when that comes. So I just put my camera gear over here, like my camera, my tripod, my light boxes, so he can't knock those over, because he will, because he likes them. And then just the piano. This is where like mail and stuff gets put that needs to get filed away. The Dyson, recommend it. We have not gone in there. I have other things I want to do before that. And then this has become, I wasn't planning for this, Theo's play corner. I think originally when I first took stuff out of here, there were some toys for him over in this corner, but this has just worked out so well. Our kitchen is right there. He gets so pissed off in the kitchen when we are like cooking or cleaning. He's learned that he can just toddle in here and play with his toys and entertain himself. And he knows that his toys are in here, so he'll just like come from the living room and come in here and play with them. And it's so great that he can play with them. And then this is where I want to do that gallery wall eventually. But right now I have this beautiful print from Mapiful that they sent me. And it is just Des Moines, good old Des Moines. Zoom in here. This is obviously downtown. This is where we used to live. I'm not going to show you where we live now. We have one of Lyon, France in Theo's room. And then I put these white curtains up, which I love, and I think it just makes it look so much more airy in here. This light up above can dim, which is so nice because in the morning I'll turn it like halfway on and then I'll have that salt lamp, and like this is just like such a nice ambiance to work in or to do like yoga or stretching or journaling in. But right now I have it on all the way so you can see stuff. But that is my office. It was such a great decision to move the bed out because now there's just room for Theo. To recap, I started all of this because I was just in a funk. I was in a slump with work. I wasn't inspired. I just feel like I wasn't making the time or the space for myself and for FemHead. And so kind of taking over this room as my own, even though it also has like the piano, the vacuum cleaner, Theo's toys, like it's still my little oasis that I now come to every morning. One thing that I've done since starting this video is reincorporating a morning routine into my day-to-day life, which has been so just crucial and beautiful and has had such a positive impact on my mood, focus, my productivity, my pizzazz for life, if you can't tell. So I've been making videos about that. I've been sharing on Instagram. So if you want to join in on that or learn more about that, you can go check out those videos. I'll link them down below because it's just been so simple yet so amazing, because I went from getting up at 7:30 with Theo and just getting into my day to setting an alarm at 6 a.m., waking up, coming down. I usually do yoga or stretching. From there, I do morning pages and drink a coffee, listen to music the whole time, and it is just so nourishing for my soul and my mental health. Doing morning pages has been so helpful with planning out my day and kind of like getting focused on what I want to get done. That's where I'm at. That's the current state of my office. Like, you're not going to see it in a magazine. This isn't something you see on Pinterest, but it makes me so happy. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has inspired you to make some small change and make space for something in your life that is important to you, to your well-being, your mental health, and your identity, because times are tough right now for a lot of people, and you just have to control what you can. And that's the moral of the story. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!